Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Relinquishing Control. Typically, I have some sort of plan of what I want to talk about, some general notes. Today, I'm just going to go noteless. I'm just going to speak from the heart. I thought it would be a good challenge for myself because I need to relinquish control, you guys? Like, I need to just speak from my soul. And so that's what we're going to do today. And so, yeah, what I wanted to talk about is just learning to truly live for yourself. And when I say live for yourself, I don't mean that in a selfish way. I don't mean disregard the feelings of other people in your life. I don't mean stop putting effort into your relationships. I don't mean like just be selfish and only care about yourself. Like, that's not what I am insinuating when I say that I think we should all live for ourselves. What I mean when I say that is I think sometimes we mold ourselves to fit the image of what someone else expects us to be. We mold ourselves to avoid displeasing others, to avoid letting other people down. And I think this stems from feeling like hyper responsible for the emotions and the happiness of other people, also from seeking approval from others. And I just think it is so exhausting to live that way. It is so exhausting. You should never do something for someone. You should never make decisions based off of a feeling of guilt or a feeling of obligation, unless it's like a job or something you committed to that like genuinely is like a circumstance that like has to be in your life. Like a job could be an exception for sure, or like a commitment you made to someone to like take care of their dog or something. That's a little bit of a different story. But I don't love the word obligation, and I don't love the idea of doing things out of guilt and obligation, and that's never been something that's been like attractive to me. I don't know. Like, I think it's difficult because we we tend to be very harsh with ourselves because we think it is safer if we have the approval from other people, if we have that support from other people, which obviously to an extent it's important to have, uplifting relationships that give you that support and that love that helps you. But the key to that is those relationships should empower you to be who you authentically want to be. They should not be cultivated out of a sense of obligation or a sense of guilt. They should not be cultivated out of something surface level, out of this feeling of like owing something to one another. Like that does not sit right with me, and that never will. I just do not believe in being with someone or doing something for someone simply because they have done good for you. Like, truly doing good for someone and truly genuinely caring for someone and wanting the best for someone and is doing that without expecting anything in return, is being able to let go of your ego and let go of all of the built up negativity that you have inside of you, and truly just being able to give without expecting that validation in return, without expecting that comfort in return. That is what true, genuine intentions root from. Is these intentions do not come from a place of I am doing this because I know that it'll make this person feel good, and then in return it will make me feel good because this person will want me because I'm going to make them feel good. Like, that is just does not sit right with me, and it never will, because why are you doing that? You're doing that for yourself. Then it's not a selfless act if you are hoping that this person gives you something in return. That is not true selflessness. That is not true genuine care for someone if you are doing this out of the hope that they will give you validation back. That will never sit right with me. It never will. I would so much rather just be on my own than have like transactional connections like that. Like that honestly like disgusts me. Like what is that? Like why is that a thing? When we live to please others, when we live our lives and habitually act in ways where we are putting other people's needs and other people's contentment before our own, we are not living for ourselves. We are living for the validation and approval from other people. And I'm not saying always be selfish and never do anything selfless, never partake in any good deeds, never do anything to help others when there's nothing in it for you, because that would defeat the whole purpose of me saying that transactional connections just rub me the wrong way. That would defeat the entire purpose. But if you are sacrificing your own well being, your own contentment, your own trust in yourself with the motivation of, I need to make sure that this other person who is not me, who is not living my life, I need to make sure that this person is approving of this decision. I need to make sure that this person is going to be happy with the result of this decision. I need to make sure that I am protecting the feelings of the people around me at the sacrifice of what I truly want. Prioritizing that over what I truly want. That is what I am trying to articulate, that I don't think is like a healthy thing to do for yourself, because you're putting, it's great to be considerate of the feelings of others. It's such an important thing to do in your relationships, in your friendships, whatever it is. It is an important thing to be considerate of others' feelings, and I am not discounting that. I am a very sensitive person, and I really value when other people are considerate of my feelings, and I really make an effort to be considerate of the feelings of others. And so I am not trying to discount the importance of that at all, but I am just saying, think about the intention and the true drive behind some of the decisions you're making. Think about the true deep rooted motivation for some of the decisions you make in your life. Why are you truly making those decisions? Are they genuinely because it is you living fully for yourself and how you envision your ideal life experience to be? Or is it more so catered to an image or a mold that somebody else expects of you, to please someone else, or out of a feeling of guilt because you owe something to someone else? Like, what is the true motivation behind this decision? Why are you making this decision truly? Just take a minute to think about it. Take a minute to consider the fact that you deserve and you can live for yourself. Live for yourself rather than live for others. And at the same time, you can be considerate of others' feelings. You can cultivate healthy relationships. You can nurture your relationships. You actually can bring so much more to the table and will attract more aligned connections and relationships when you live for yourself, because the people who you want to attract into your life and the circumstances that you want to attract into your life are going to come into your life when you follow what you truly intuitively feel aligned with, and what you truly innately know is the path that you want to follow. When you follow that path, when you pursue those dreams, when you do things that sometimes might let down other people or disappoint other people or cause you to receive some judgments or some distance from other people, when you make those choices, they are bringing you closer to the people who truly will be aligned with you. Because when you are living for yourself, living fully for yourself, authentic to your dreams, authentic to your passions, and just truly being open and truly doing things out of the intent of uplifting others, but not at the expense of your own well-being, and not for your own personal benefit and validation, but for the true benefit of having a genuine connection with someone where you can learn from each other and you can expand You can expand each other's lives because you're not searching for something to fill a void. You're not searching for something to validate you, to make you feel worthy. You give that worthiness and that value to yourself, and you are simply open to anything that brings you uplifting energy, positive vibes, that expands your perspectives, and that pushes you to be the best version of yourself. Not someone or something that you're going to get lost in, not someone or something that you are going to have to lose yourself and abandon yourself in order to make them happy, in order to feel safe and okay in that relationship. That is not what we're doing here. Okay? We're not doing that. Like I said, speaking from the heart, don't really know where this is going. Just gonna keep talking till I feel like it's time to stop talking. But where I'm trying to go with this is, if you are constantly living for other people, living with the hypervigilance of how other people are perceiving you, what other people want from you, what other people expect from you, at the sacrifice of your own needs and your own well being and your own dreams and your own desires, you are not living for yourself. You are living for other people, and you deserve to live for yourself. Living for yourself is what is going to bring you the life you are truly aligned with and the people who truly will empower you. Why would you want someone in your life who wants you to be small, who wants you for their own selfish benefits? Why would you want that? You want someone who wants you because you're you. You want someone who wants you because you are just so uniquely you and so uniquely who you are that no one else even slightly compares to you. That is what you want. You do not want someone who likes the idea of you, who likes the validation that they're going to get from having you in their life. You want someone who just wants you because they just know that you are uniquely you, and that is all that they care about. They don't care about what you have to offer in return. They just know this person is uniquely them. They're adding to my life. Simple as that. Long story short, while it is very important to be considerate of the feelings of others, sometimes we have to do things that we don't want because we made a commitment, or we have to do things because we know it's something that is part of the expectations of that relationship, and we want to keep that relationship because that relationship is important to us, and so we're going to follow through with those expectations even if they aren't necessarily something that is benefiting us directly, but that is important for maintaining harmony in the relationship. We're going to do those things. That's important. But at the same time, focus on the relationships that allow you to live for yourself while still maintaining those relationships. Focus on the connections that can be in harmony with you. Focus on finding harmony in your life by doing you, following your path, following your passion, just living fully, enjoying the simplest things, the most beautiful, simplest things, because life is so beautiful. I'm gonna say this in every episode, you guys. It is. Like, I just walk on the street and smile because everything is just amazing. Obviously, there's a lot of horrible things that happen in the world. There's always horrible things happening, but also at the same time, there's always amazing things happening. There's so many beautiful things happening. And we need to give more power to that. We need to give more energy to that. We need to focus more on that. And yeah, so that was my little TED Talk for today. I appreciate you, especially if you made this far, because this was my first time really speaking from the heart, and so I was a little nervous about it, but I made it through, and I really feel like this was a very authentic episode, and that's meaningful for me. And yeah, thanks for listening. I really appreciate you. Love you. Mwah.